Sir, we should start now. Thank you, sir, for joining with us on the second last day of this NEP 2020 Sensitization Orientation Program. Uh, Participants, very good evening to all of you. Today we have another esteemed speaker and faculty member in the Department of Education at Central University of Kerala, Kasargo, Professor MNM Alias Mustafa, sir. Mustafa, sir, have a long experience of teaching, that is 27 years of teaching experience. He has established himself as a distinguished teacher, educator, researcher, academician, and administrator also. He also served as the director of E. Sridharan Center for Life Skill Education. Professor Mustafa sir has demonstrated exceptional expertise in various aspects of education, particularly focusing on psychological and sociological aspect and perspective. His research and academic interest span a wide range of topics, including the teaching of faculties and students on different dimensions of education. Mustafa sir have dedicated to the development of educators like us, like you people, I will say the new faculty members, is evident through his significant contribution, having trained over 1200, I will say it has increased sir also, और भी बढ़ गया होगा sir मेरे ख्याल से, in service faculty members of higher education in micro teaching. Additionally, Mustafa sir have served and is a valuable resource person for orientation programs, refresher course, and other courses for training of faculty members of different universities, colleges, and institutions. We are happy to have and we are pleased to have such a wonderful speaker, I will say, that is he for our HRDC AMU Aligarh. Professor Mustafa sir actively engaged in extension activities, conducting diverse training program for teachers at all levels, as well as parents and students also. His commitment to enhancing the educational experience is reflected in his multifunctional approach, combining teaching, research, and training contribute. I will say that he is the beautiful combination of teaching as well as research. He is a prominent figure in academic community, known for his exceptional teaching abilities, research contribution, leadership in his field of education. Participants, without any delay, I would like to invite to our today's esteemed speaker, Professor Mustafa sir, to speak on the topic life skill across the curriculum. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us. And you are one of the wonderful speaker of our galaxy of HRDC MU. Now the mic over to you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Esteemed brother Dr. Aftaf Muhammad, then my late academicians who are attending this program, and my beloved friend, Professor Sajid Jamalji, then all the faculty of HRDC and Aligarh Muslim University. Greetings from Central University of Kerala. So I am extremely happy to be a part of this program. And in fact, this interacting through the window of Aligarh Muslim University, HRDC, is a delightful experience for me. I'm not speaking from between the lip, and I'm speaking from the heart. And it is always a pleasure for me to interact with the different versatile participants of the program. And my sincere request to the participants, it will be highly motivating and enthralling for me if you could make your video mode on. It's not a compulsory kind of an instruction from my side, but it is an appeal. Please Dattaji, Pradeep, Dr. Pradeep Dattaji, Dr. Chandana Dekhaji, Dr. Partha Nara, Sandeep Majumdarji, and all. No response. Generally, yeah. Abdul Fazal Mazumdar. Hello. Yes. So generally,
Hello, good
yeah. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good evening. So generally, when I make this kind of a proposal and to open the video, immediately it flourishes. One by one, it comes. What happened today? Why there is a slow response? As in when you wish to compulsory, you wish to off your video, no problem. But to have a kind of a motivation intrinsically, I need to interact with you rather than interacting through the Google window. So please, no response. How many participants are there? First,
Hello.
total, how many participants?
Sir, in this group, participants are less about 30, and but joining about 25, 26.
Okay.
Before 2 minutes, we have just finished one program. So I think, sir, they are joining soon.
Yeah. Okay.
Am I audible?
Thank you, sir.
Sanjeev Dattaji, you please
Hello.
show your video.
Hello.
Let me see you. See your face.
Am I audible?
क्या बात है?
Hello.
Okay. Okay. Greetings from Central University of Kerala. So my today's presentation is on life skills across curriculum. You know, as faculty of higher education, we are bound to produce individuals who understand the specific needs of the contemporary society and prepare the people, prepare the persons, prepare the people or prepare the students who are ready or competent to face the specific needs of contemporary societies and preparing them for facing these challenges. And now, so we have a lot of skill as a teacher, we have acquired a lot of skills. We have pre-instructional skills, we have instructional skills, and we have post-instructional skills. And there are two kinds of teachers generally, born teacher and a trained teacher. Who is a born teacher? Ironically, there are two categories of teacher, a born teacher and a born teacher. No, I am talking about only born teachers. Born teachers are asset of the society. No problem, Dattaji, no problem. Network issues and all. I know that. Yes. See, these born teachers are organismic in their teaching. Without any training, without any kind of further empowerment, they can teach. Such kind of teachers are very rare. Even their memory is an inspiration for all of us. Suppose you have come across with 50 teachers in your life, there are born teachers only 3 or 5, but that days have gone. Now teaching becomes everybody's cup of tea. Anybody can enter into teaching profession. And the perspective is that teaching, that the skill of teaching can be manageable and attainable. So there are a lot of skills that are essential for the teachers. But with these skills alone, a teacher cannot be successful in his profession. If you wish to become an inspiring teacher, not a perspiring teacher, you have to develop mastery over life skills. So with this intention, NEP 2020 had rightly pointed out directly and indirectly about the essential or vital role of life skills in education and pedagogy. And realizing that, University Grants Commission had come up with a proposal of guidelines and framework for Jeevan Kaushal. So this is the significance of life skills. Now today, for the coming 1.5 hours, we will be seeing certain conceptual framework of life skills and how it can be inculcated in the curriculum, and what are the different life skills to be mastered by a teacher. These are our area of discussion for the coming 45 to 50 and 1 hour maximum. And now you can see, if you compare all the other animals other than human animal, take the case of this tripile, take the case of the famous, very beautiful Weaver bird, which build beautiful nest. And if you take the case of wonderful hives prepared by the blind worker in the honeybee colony, and if you go through the fantastic migration phenomenon exhibited by a fish named salmon, which migrate from the Mediterranean Sea to the nearby river banks and deposit their eggs on the side of the river banks, and immediately hatching out from the egg, the young ones are migrating towards Mediterranean Sea by taking the same path of their adult. See, all these behaviors are, my point is that all these manifestations are governed and regulated by a phenomenon named instinct behavior, which is carried out from the parent to the offspring. But in the case of human being, 1 minute, give me 1 minute. So in the case of all other animals, other than the Homo sapiens, all these behaviors are manifested by a phenomenon named instinct behavior. But in the case of human being or Homo sapiens, these behaviors are manifested, regulated, controlled, governed by a sort of behavior named, a sort of phenomenon named learning. That too, learning through social interaction. So it is for learning that we are enrolling to the school system, where society has instituted the school system, formal education. And as you know, the formal schooling system is from 5th year or 6th year or 4th year or 3.5 years or whatever it may be. It extended to 12 years, including senior secondary program. So these 12 years of rigorous training that enable the human being to acquire most of the skills required in a rudimentary way to live a life in the realities of the society. Hence, the point is that for for all other animals, the behaviors are regulated, governed, controlled by instinct behavior, carried out by instinct behavior, enabled by instinct behavior. But in the case of human being, it is long. It is lengthy social interaction through learning or learning through social interaction, it manifests. And that is why the childhood period of human being is so stretched for a span of 18 years from infancy to adulthood. So through these 18 years, the individual acquire mastery over the skills necessary for a life, sustainable life in the society. Hence, it is our envisioning that through the formal education system, the child or the individual should be able to acquire all the skills required, at least in a miniature form. Up to this, are you comfortable with me? Please respond to my question.
Yes, sir.
Who is that?
Yes, sir.
Brivarama Thalu. What is your, please pronounce it? Your
Sir,
name?
Brihivorna.
Brihivarna. Yeah, you are from Odisha or Bengal?
From Assam, actually.
Assam. Okay. So, if possible, you turn on your video. I request all the Dr. Sandeep ji, then all if possible. It's not a compulsory, but it gives some kind of energy that I can interact with you on seeing your face. That's only. If it's not mandatory, but it's my appeal to all of you. So, this up to this level, are you okay? Fazal Saab, are you okay up to this level?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
PG, the education, formal education, is intended to develop the skills which are by means of learning through social interaction, interaction with the environment, interaction with the society, interaction with other members in different contours of lives, the canvas of life. The individual is slowly developing. But in the case of all other animals other than human being, prominently it is just a transfer from the parental generation to the offsprings. And that type of behaviors are called instinct behavior. But in the case of human, it is learning through social interaction. But sorry to observe that at a particular stage, at a particular context, our formal education system miserably, I'm using that terminology, okay, no problem. So miserably failed to fulfill this, the fullest harmonious development of an individual. That is the reason. There are a number of reasons. The main reason is the artifact and bureaucracy that existing in our educational system. The life experience goes in one direction, and the experiences in the institution or in the school or colleges, higher education institution, school and all moves in another direction. Thereby, the child is not able to develop as a wholesome individual. This enable or this made the society to further ponder upon to develop a mechanism, a transformatory tool, or a mechanism to regain as a healing mechanism or a catalytic enabler. so as to fill the gap of the formal education system. Life skills approach is one of the such type of transformational competency or transformational tool developed by the society. And the life skills do not exist in individually or in isolation. Life skills perform its function, carried out its function in a coherent manner, synchronizing with knowledge, attitude, skill, and habit. And if you analyze the 3 A's of development, so a human being, an individual, acquire a lot of things from the birth onwards. As a result of his birth or her birth, naturally, he or she ascribe a lot. So, for example, Abdul Fazal Mazumdar, sir, he is having a lot of acquisition as a result of his birth. It is a gift as a result of your birth. Say, for example, we are claiming that Rahul Gandhi, we are claiming, or we are he had ascribed that grandson of Nehru, Pandit Nehru. This is an ascription. So for me, I had ascribed by my birth, I had ascribed that I am the 3rd son of postmaster. So my father, he is a popular postmaster in our village and all. So by birth, naturally, I ascribe that. That is the first concept or first A of development. And secondly, on the basis of this ascription, society will attribute a lot of things to you. Positive as well as negative attributions will be there from the society. The one kind is, oh, you are the son of that man. So who is, this, that, and all society will talk about it in a positive as well as negative manner. There is no need for you to study or what is the meaning because you belongs to that family and all. This is the negative attribution. And to your son, if you are having son, Majumdarji, you are having son.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, in which standard he is studying?
Yes, sir. He is in class 1 now.
Yeah. So what is his name?
His name is Yahya Arman.
What is his name?
Yahya Arman.
Yahya Arman. Okay. So Yahya Arman, who is the son of Abdul Fazal Majumdar, who is a professor, and society, his teacher, his classmates, his auto rickshawala, who brings him from the school and the home, attribute a lot of things. Na, bhaiya, boy, you are the son of this. So you have to take care of these things and all. So your papa had made such a famous or popularity in things and all. He's a good man and all. So these are called attribution from the society. Negativity also society will attribute to an individual. But my dear friends, this ascription and attribution never determined the success of an individual. But the third A, today I am continuously lecturing. So that problem little bit is there. So pardon me. So the third A named aptitude, that will ensure the success of a person, or that will determine the personality of an individual. Hence, ascription, attribute, and attitude. It is along with this attitude, life skills may plays a major role. So my intention to claim here is that, to argue is that See, life skills do not function in a isolated manner. It functions along with knowledge, attitude, skill, and habit. So in a synchronized manner. So now we are moving to as I told, life skills. It is not at all a new concept. Life skills from generation to generation is different in perspectives. Life skills required in a agrarian society is different from that required but it is the elixir of life. It is the sanctorium for the life, upon which all the other, and sanctorium is the place where the ideal of the Lord is instituted. This is the cardinal one, where you can build all other skills. If you want to become a successful professor or a successful lawyer, basically you need life skills. If you are having mastery over all the skills required to function as an efficient barrister, if you are lacking life skills, your performance will be negligible. If you are a you know content very well, but you know how to transact also, but you don't have an empathetic approach or empathy as a life skill as a teacher, you cannot win over the students. So life skills are elixir of life, which are very much essential, upon which you can build all other skills. Clear? And there are a lot of interpretations and speculations for life skills. In all the religious documents, you can see the magnification of the life skills. Quoting one example, in the Kurukshetra war, Mahabharata war, in Kurukshetra, Arjuna, on seeing the other side, Arjuna on seeing the opposite side, on seeing the his gurus, disciples, friends, everybody. He was totally confused, and it was a kind of confusion as far as Arjuna is concerned. And Arjuna got down his Gandiva and asked to Lord Krishna, "Oh Lord Bhagavan, what for the war is?" So Lord Krishna, making use of the approaches of life skills education, motivate him, and he could able to boost his self-confidence. And so Prophet Muhammad, so he was meditating in Hira cave. So one day the angel Gabriel appears, and Gabriel, as the messenger from the God, from Almighty, he read in the name of Lord Allah. You read. Then in reply to that, Prophet Muhammad told, no, I am illiterate totally. So again, it repeated, the angel, Gabriel repeated this. Read in the name of Allah, who created the world, who had given the ability for the pen to write and read and all. So he started reading. This is the representation. And after that, he back to his home. He become very, very tiresome. He got affected by fever. He do not know what is going on, what is happening. Again, the revelation from the Almighty through Gabriel. So, oh man, who is sleeping comfortably under the blanket, rise and do something. You have enough thing to do. This was the message. So I perceive this is a life skill approach to motivate. So likewise, all the ages are, all the text are, all the community are preaching or adopting this life skill approach. But as and when the system developed in 1996, World Health Organization come up with a new interpretation, a form of interpretation, categorizing the life skills under three umbrella named social skills, then thinking skills and emotional skills. And they listed, WHO listed 10 core life skills which are very much essential for an individual. And it categorized under social skills, thinking skills, and emotional skills. So in the coming session, we will be dealing one by one in a very basic and peripheral manner. Due to time constraint, we may not be able to have a detailed interaction. Those who are interested to learn about life skills, so I'm not marketing my MOOC course, but I have to say here, it's my responsibility to say there is a MOOC course named Developing Life Skills. Those who are interested to learn more about life skills, so you just search Swayam platform, Google Swayam platform, and search the all courses available. There you type developing life skills. You will be asking for a login, login through Google or Microsoft. Then you log in through Google, then type your email ID and a password, so that you will be, it is a free registration. As all of you know, MOOC are free courses. Then it is 12 weeks duration. It is in asynchronous mode. That means the materials are available there in the platform. You can download, very simple. And after during the month of October, second week, October 18, see around you will have the examination. It is a 4-credit course. Definitely you will be able to learn, and you will become mastery over the, and you can become trainers of life skills. Those who are interested, you can join accordingly. That is my submission here. So coming to the one by one life skills, the first life skill is self-awareness. Up to this, are you comfortable with me? Brihi Varna madam, are you comfortable with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Sanjeev Datta, are you comfortable with me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. So any doubt or anything to be made clear?
No, sir.
Okay. So the first life skill, self-awareness. So the question is, who am I? Who are you? The awareness on about the individual is self-awareness. One's own awareness. It is observing yourself and recognizing your feelings. Generally, sometimes we are out of place and out of position. If somebody is asking, what happened? What is your problem? Oh, I don't feel good today. What is the reason? That I don't know. This is our problem. So, self-awareness is the ability to identify what feelings are regulating you. And what is, if that ability to, if that identification is over, are you able to represent it in a vocabulary term? And what is the relationship between the thought, feeling, and actions? So, for example, you are a very committed teacher. You are doing everything for your college. But one fine morning, your principal is calling you to his cabin and telling you that, hello, sir, about you, there is a complaint by the student. This is an action or a stimulus from the part of the principal. So obviously, in general, our reactions will be very furious, and instant reaction comes, rather than we are not able to identify the rippling effect of thought, feelings, and responses. So if you are having a the mastery over or knowledge about self-awareness, you will be able to segregate, you will be able to identify the relationship between thought, feeling, and reactions. So the self-awareness, it is a tool used for identifying or developing self-awareness is SWOT analysis: strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat or challenges. And through this, so you can see what are my strengths. Then what is a strength? Strength is positive within. What are all my positive attributes which are there in me, in my system, internal system? It is not the external system, whether I am having a watch or I am having a suit or I am having these things. The life skill do not talk about that material haves and material have nots. Life skill approach is moving to your inside and making some changes in the inside, so that the ramification and reflection of that changes will be evident in your externalities and external manifestations. So strength are the positive within, weakness are the negative within, and opportunities are positive external, and challenges or threats are negative external. If as a person, if an individual is able to identify what are my positive internals, what are my positive externals, what are my negative internals, and what are my negative externals, that person can improve his or her self-awareness. Subarna Sharma ji, thank you so much for opening your video mode. Then see, this is if our strength, we could able to identify our strength, the next time we should improve our strength, rather than keeping on a standardized or optimum. Whatever qualities, say for example, I have good adaptability, that is my strength. So I have X adaptability in terms of a quantitative figure as of now. The next time, by analyzing that X, I have to improve my strength or my adaptability to X plus X. If my negative externality or negative internal, I am short-tempered. If I could able to identify that during the SWOT analysis, it is my responsibility to minimize that short-temperedness. And coming to the opportunity, you have a very good friend. Subarna madam is having a very good friend who can help you in empowering your personality or empowering your confidence. That is an externality positive as far as you are concerned. How much you are utilizing that friend for your self-awareness or improvement of the personality. That is what is opportunities indicate. And say for example, you are the negative external means your colleague always negative in approach. For about everything about the college, about the principal, about the system, about the country and everything, a kind of negative. How good you are able to see keeping far away from that challenge is your ability to do your self-analysis. Hope this tool is clear to you. Then once no, and this is an exercise. Due to short of time, I'm not able to do this exercise with you. Okay, then I am straight away moving to the next aspect with it. So when self-awareness is over, are you comfortable with me? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes. So once the self-awareness is over, the next stage as a component behavior of self-awareness is self-analysis. Being recognizing ability, strength, and weakness, and that is what is called the self-analysis. So during this analysis, as the diagram will illustrate, you must be able to analyze in a realistic manner. I am a cat, but I should not feel as a lion. I am a lion. If I am a lion, I should not feel as a rat. So that is the ability to do the analysis, our self-imaging. And sometimes we should be able to laugh at ourselves. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. So see, sometimes we should be able to laugh at ourselves. So what a kind of fellow I am. Oh, I am so silly. I'm not able to understand even these very simple things. So it is very well evident that when we are approaching our kids and all for very complicated problems and all, they will be able to do it in a very simple manner sometimes. Life problems, I'm telling, not mathematical problems. Huh? So at that time and all, we should feel that, oh, how simple I am. I don't know anything. So that is what is called being able to laugh at yourself. Then as and when that self-analysis over, we should be able to disclose ourselves. That is what is called a self-disclosure. We should be able to disclose to your colleague. We should be able to disclose to the superior. We should be able to disclose to your, if you are wife, you should be able to disclose your personality to your husband. Or any interpersonal relationship, this disclosure is very, very, very important. But generally, we fail to disclose ourselves. And we become a kind of passive recipient of others' ideas. And thereby, our individuality will be losing out. That is what is happening in organizational climate and all. And that is what is happening to our adolescent boys and girls who are trapped into the drug, who are trapped into the alcoholism and all. They are not able to disclose their self. And suppose a roommate is saying, no, Bhaiya, no, this is just for an experience and experiment. So that boy is, no. I am not having such a habit. I will not do. It's not able to disclose. But so therefore, my dear colleagues, my dear friends, my appeal is to empower your students along with your content. You empower your students with life skills. Self-disclosure is very, very important. Or else we become, our adolescent boys and girls will be under the clutches of peer pressure. peer pressure, and they will develop a lot of negative behaviors of their own. This is because they are not able to give a restriction to the premises, able to say a no to the boundaries and all. So to what extent you can take a risk, and to what extent you are not allowed to take a risk is not familiarized to our see adolescents. That is the problem. And so when you are analyzing, suppose I am analyzing myself, I do feel a lot of limitations and weakness. Don't be disappointed, because as the diagram illustrates, this is the ostrich. Ostrich is the largest the bird, having 300 pounds. But paradoxically, one important thing is that ostrich cannot fly, which is the salient feature of the avian fauna. All birds, most of the birds, 99% of the birds can fly. But the largest bird, ostrich, cannot fly. And but take the case of this very tiny bird, this hummingbird. It's very tiny, but it can fly to any heights in a fast manner. So when you are comparing, when you are analyzing yourself, identifying your inabilities or weakness, don't be disappointed, because nature has not given every strength to any individual or anybody in any organism in the universe. Each organism is having its own ups and its own downs. So then when that self-analysis over, the next aspect is celebrate the self. Celebrate the self. Celebrating the self, never compromise on celebrating yourself. If you take the history, anybody has contributed to the world, all of them were very much particular about celebrating their self. All of them were particular about celebrating their. One young man visited Bombay railway station platform wearing a suit. The station master then told, no, you are not allowed to enter into this platform by wearing a suit. Go out. So from that moment onwards, that young man was very particular about the wearing the suit and celebrating himself. He is none other than the great Bhimarao Ramji Ambedkar, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So that is why Ambedkar represented and participated, attended the roundtable conference at Delhi wearing a suit. But in the history, you can see another person who is very particular about celebrating his self. None other than our Mahatma, the father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi. Once he saw a lady is not able to rise up from the level of water, and she is using one dhoti for the wiping out the water in the head and all, because she is having only one mundu. At that time, Gandhi was in the other side of Vaiga river. He saw that particular episode, and what he did, he gave away his overcoat and throw it to the Vaiga river, the waves of Vaiga river. Then he decided, at that moment onwards, he decided I will celebrate myself because I'm representing a nation where my people are not even capable to have to buy two for a see to their minimal covering their minimal see part of the body. And that is why when India, when our country during 1947, August 14th, midnight and all, when all were particular about the governance, the shift happened, the change to the ruling and all that kind of discussions going on, Gandhi was there at Nakweli, Bengal. He was celebrating his self. So, my dear friends, never compromise to celebrate yourself. That is the output from the behavior, the skill, self-awareness. So, while you are celebrating yourself, be empathetic to others. That is the second skill. Empathetic, empathy. What is empathy? What is empathy? It is this skill. It is this skill which transformed Siddhartha, the prince of Kapilavastu, to Gautama Buddha. On one fine midnight, Siddhartha is leaving his palace. Why he is leaving? He is not for moving for killing a person along with a quotation team. He is moving, he is leaving his palace by empathizing with the people who are facing sorrows in their life. This is the same empathy that transformed an Algerian lady who came to India and settled at Calcutta and become Mother Teresa. This is the same empathy which transformed Nelson Mandela as father of nation of South Africa. So empathy means as teachers we have to be embodiments of empathy. Embodiments of empathy. We are doing a process named pedagogical analysis. That pedagogical analysis is nothing but seeing the things through the eyes of the learner, hearing the things through the ears of the learner, and understanding the things through the mind of the learner. That is what is called pedagogical analysis. So, when this diagram is clearly speculating on what is empathy. In any problem, in any aspect, see the perception of others also. That is what is empathy. Then the third skill, if you are empathetic, and another very important thing is we should develop a communication skill of effective communication. Talking about your feeling, and very important that we should become a good listener as well. I am putting a very small question, simple question here. Why we are having a single mouth and double ears? Have you ever thought about that?
To talk less and hear more.
Yeah. So we have to listen more. We have to listen more. When students are approaching with a problem, first listen to them. Then half of their problem will be over. Okay, listen carefully and improve that and distinguish between what someone does or says and your own reactions and judgment about that. And the fourth component is sending I message. Suppose your principal called for a faculty council meeting, and you are attending a faculty council meeting. Principal is telling a lot of agenda for the college and all. Suppose you are having a difference of opinion, you should train in such a way that you should be able to say that, sir, your ideas are okay, but I am having a disagreement on this particular point. Please note that particular point. That is what is called sending I message instead of the blaming. So when you are moving with this kind of a behavior, a lot of responsibility will be coming to you. And life skill approach to life is not chasing the responsibility. Don't chase responsibility, but don't say no to responsibility. But before accepting the responsibility, we should recognize the consequences of accepting that responsibility. And we should ask that whether I am fit for this, whether my feelings and moods will be allowing me to accept that responsibility. And if that is okay, then through a word of a vocabulary of commitment, then accept that in a very, 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 let's see, committed manner. Never say no to any responsibility. But before accepting, now we have seen the skill of self-awareness, empathy, communication, and interpersonal relationship through that disclosure and all. And now the next skill, critical thinking. Critical thinking is not being negative. It is constructive. So interestingly, let me quote one example. Where when that steamboat was invented, and it was demonstrated along the river of Hudson River. The people gathered there, totally told, no, it will not start. But it started. Then the people who were gathered there, okay, it started, but it will not stop. So this is what is called criticism for the sake of criticism. But critical thinking is the ability to achieve understanding, evaluate viewpoints, and solve the problem. And in a particular situation, applying all the values. So, for example, see, you are having girl who is an engineer, and after spending a lot of time and all investment and all, see, in spite of she has been committed with a mistake in her college, and you are asked to report to the principal. How will you deal with that problem? There you have to apply your critical thinking, not emotional kind of an approach. What will happen if I am shouting to her in front of the principal? What happen if I am giving a blow to her? So like all that pros and cons of that particular behavior is to be analyzed, then express your viewpoint, rather than a kind of a facade judgment. You suspend your judgment and make an evaluation. And another thinking is creative thinking. See, whatever the achievements humankind has made so far is as a result of creative thinking. Creative thinking is out of box thinking. Sometimes it is called a divergent thinking. But we are very particular. We are very particular on control C, control V culture. What is control C and control V culture? Copy and paste culture. Same. But creative is divergent thinking, out of box thinking sometimes. So this out of the box thinking will enable you to solve problems. And the next is problem solving skills. Problem solving is, life is struggle. At each stage, you have to face problem and solve problem. Facing problem and solving problem is one of the skills to be acquired by all of us. So whether we are having that problem, it is through problem solving only we will be able to develop ourselves. So problem solving is goal setting, reality check, observe the obstacles, and go way forward. So likewise, the goal setting, reality check, observe the obstacles, and way forward. Then how will you solve a problem? Define the problem, devise a strategy, carry out the strategy, and evaluate the progress. If it is okay, it is okay for settling that problem. Are you okay? Are you okay with me? No response.
Yes, sir.
So please, if you are okay with
Yes,
me,
sir. Yes.
please type Y.
Yes, it's comfortable. Yes,
If you are not okay, please type N. Okay.
it's okay, sir.
Okay. So Partha Naratji is telling it's okay. So problem solving is another very important skill. So what are the steps of problem solving? Define the problem, devise a strategy, carry out the strategy, and evaluate the progress of the. And while problem solving, there are few barriers, and I will speculate on three important barriers of problem solving. One is egocentric. When a problem happens in the classroom, your ego as a teacher will not allow you to compromise, because I am the head of the department, I am the teacher, and I am the supervisor. Let them come to me. This ego, I am the parent, I am the superior, I am the boss. So this is a problem in every organization. Each organization that prevent problem solving. Then another very important thing is social conditioning. Social conditioning is, I have a concept about a husband, which I had seen, observed, and imitated from my father and mother. But when dealing with my wife, I am expecting, or I am fixing my mindset on the same trivial, classical, this kind of stature which I derived. Then the next is group thinking. Group thinking is you are ready to compromise, but your the colleagues will not allow you to compromise. You are ready to compromise with your daughter, but your brother, her uncle will not compromise. So these are all the problems in which comes as a barrier in problem solving. So problem solving need right decision to take. So decision making is another very important skill. And for taking right decision, first you have to relax before taking a decision. You are here because of the decision that you have taken. You are here as a faculty member, not as an engineer, because you had decided. You are here as a participant of the MMTC program of Aligarh Muslim University HRDC because you have taken a decision. You are a father because you are taken a decision. So in life, you have to take a lot of decision. Our children has to take a lot of decision in terms of their course, in terms of their career, in terms of their marriage. So enabling them to take a decision in a, and it is generally stated that war is as a result of the we are making right decision at the wrong time and wrong decision at the right time. So making the right decision at the right time is very, very important. And relax before taking a decision. Be positive and motivate yourself. Identify the problems by taking a close look at it. List the various choices available at hand. Contemplate all possible solutions. Consider negative and positive outcome of the solutions. Decide on what is your priority and important to you. Make that a final decision with confidence. So while taking the decision, so first consider what are the choices available. And what are the consequences available? What are the values? What are the feelings? Why more information from where you will get more information about the aspect to be taken a decision, on which a decision has to be taken. So who can help you? Then take the decision. Then assess the decision that you have taken. And while taking decision, whether your feelings or emotions rule that decision, or examining your actions and knowing their consequences make their decision. Make the decision. So are you for this? While taking a decision, you depend on this or depend on this? That is the question. Generally, we are depending on this while taking a decision. Our thoughts and feeling, but we are not able to take a decision accordingly. So finally, so now problem solving is over, decision making is over. Finally, while taking a decision, what life positions you are occupying? Whether are you a competing shark? Are you a competing shark? Sharks are highly goal oriented. Sharks do not hesitate to be aggressive to resolve the conflict. Sharks have high need to be. For shark, relationship take on a low priority. So, are you a competing shark or are you an avoiding turtle? What is the peculiarity of a turtle? Turtle always avoid the situations, ignore the conflict, then rely on it. Turtles tend to give up personal goals. Then, are you an accommodating teddy bear? What is the peculiarity of teddy bear? If your daughter is having a teddy bear, if you take from her room and place it on the living room, teddy bear will come to that. If some of us are teddy bears, accommodating teddy bear, accommodating all, and there is no particular stand on the cell. So that is why if our child is keeping a graduate, undergraduate, or postgraduate learner, keeping a position of an accommodating teddy bear in the life, what happened? Tomorrow is the examination, preparing well. So, but his or her friend is saying that, no, it is only a question of some 3 essay. Why you have to bother much about that? Already you got very good in your continuous assessment. So this external assessment is not that much important at all. If a friend is saying, this accommodating teddy bear will be ready to accommodate that and go for a film or cinema. So that is what the problem of accommodating teddy. And Another way, one is compromising fox. Compromising fox is 50-50. 50 you take, 50 me, myself. So are you a compromising fox or are you a collaborative owl? What is the peculiarity of an owl? An owl, see, rotate its neck 360 degree man. And owl can see the things in a very, very far away positions. So, are you a collaborating owl, approaching the problem in an analytical manner and aim for win-win situations? So, are you an collaborative owl? That is the question. So, and the question is whether are you an are you an aggressive shark or an avoiding turtle or an accommodative teddy bear or a compromising fox or a collaborative owl. So, my dear friends, now we have seen the self-awareness, then empathy, communication, interpersonal relationship, critical thinking, then creative thinking, decision making, problem solving. And if applying all these skills, if you are not able to develop and always don't think about winning. Sometimes moving back is also winning. So that is what the game named tug of war learns a very important, that gives us a very important message. So if sometimes applying all the skills, and even then there may be a lot of stress. So there need coping with emotion and coping with the stress. And the value of coping with emotion and coping with the stress. And anti-stress is you cannot have a stress-free atmosphere in life. But the only thing is that we can develop best mechanisms suitable for best coping mechanism, positive coping mechanism. What is positive coping mechanism? If you are having a stress, depending on alcohol is a negative coping mechanism. But depend upon a relaxation method like meditation, prayer, or listening to music, nature walk, then sharing to friends. All these are positive coping mechanisms. So when you are having a stress, first you have to identify what is the cause of my stress. Suppose now I am feeling suffocation and I'm not able to control myself in a lost kind of feeling, whether I am able to identify what causes is this stress. If I am able to identify, yes, then half of my stress will be over. Then develop a let-out strategy. What is this let-out strategy? If you have a good colleague who can console, who can share, see, just Mike, hello Pramila ji, I am having this kind of a feeling now. I am not feeling well. So she will reply to you, what happened? Suparna ji, what happened? Don't worry. We will find out a solution tomorrow. So that the intensity of our stress will be diluted. Or see, I am having a friend at Africa. Then when I feel stress and overstress, I used to call her, and she sings a song. That song is "Ya Hambe Ko Kukuniyan Ko Kush." It may feel a wilderness, but it gives a kind of consolation and to me. Send, and you can prayer, you can meditate, you can think about a positive. That is what is called guided imagery. One day will be there where you will be recognized. So humankind has, no, we are all taught that when the COVID happens, 2018, 2020, 19, 21st, 22nd, we are all taught that the end of the world. But with a guided imagery and a positive outlook, humankind has overcome that, all that experiments of pandemic. So this is the way how a stress happens. So let out the stress and develop a positive coping mechanisms like exercise. Your physical health is very important, and satisfy with your meals and don't look on others' meal. The point is clear. Satisfy with your own meal. If we start to look on others' meal, human cannot get a satisfaction, because that context is different. Our context is totally different. And make a habit of be responsible for our decision, our actions. You are responsible for your actions. You are responsible for your happiness. Your colleague will not bring happiness to you. Your husband will not bring happiness to you unless and until you feel happiness. You derive happiness out of his actions, or your daughter's action, or your parents' actions. Happiness lies in making others happy. That is the more important thing, rather than our own happiness. So derive out of making others happy, then we will be happy. So when you are when you are affected with some problems and you are having some stress and all, don't look on the people who are above you. Please have a look on the people who are not having at least the abilities, at least the material well-being compared to you. Automatically, you will be satisfied. So, friends, life skills, your curriculum is loaded with a lot of matters and all. Obviously, that is needed for the developing the child's knowledge, developing the child's skill, developing the child's abilities in particular domain specific and all. But the beautiful, the handsome appearance of loco pilot will not determine the success of the travel. It is the statistically the comfort or safe railing is determining the safe journey of a train. So therefore, the role of life skills across curriculum is that of a rail, which enables the safe and secure journey of a train. So therefore, have faith in you and depend on life skills and empower life skills among yourself. And finally, let me propound one very important one. After describing all these things, let me ask a very important question. What is life? There will be many connotations. Life is beautiful. Life is experience. Life is a drama. Life is a story. Like you can have a number of explanations and explorations. But to me, life is an intermittent gap between one inhale and an exhale. So that momentary gap, it may be 90 years for some. It may be 9 days for some. It may be 9 hours for some time. It may be 90 seconds for some else. But make that 90 seconds or 90 years or 90 days beautiful and help others to make their life more beautiful. That is what is the message of life skills. And with this, let me stop here to take comma. If you wish to know more about life skills and life skills across curriculum and how it can be integrated, what a teacher can do and all, feel free to contact me through my mail or WhatsApp number. So, Dr. Aftabji, with this, let me stop. Thank you so much once again for inviting me for this FDP program of Aligarh Muslim University, HRDC. And thank you all the participants who I think attended the program very well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Participants, if you have any question or query regarding the life skill, you can ask with sir. अबुल फजल साहब कुछ पूछना चाह रहे हैं?
नहीं सर, बहुत अच्छा डिस्कशन था, बहुत कुछ जानने को मिला सर। कोई वैसा क्वेश्चन नहीं है मेरे ओर से।
Any other participant wish to know much more about life skill? Because sir have covered all the aspect of life skill, I think so. Sir, your detailed deliberations is, I think, sufficient for them.
Kapil Paswan has raised a hand. What does, if you wish to talk anything?
Kapil sir, Kapil Paswan ji. कपिल पासवान जी, शायद आवाज नहीं जा रही क्या इनको? सर मैं तो ऑडिबल हूं ना? Am I audible, sir?
Yes, you are audible. You are audible. You are audible.
कपिल सर की आवाज नहीं आ रही है सर.
He may not be. He just put a thanks message. That's all. That's all.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your nice deliberation.
Yeah. So let me, with your permission, let me off.
Really, it was
May I
very.
leave?
Yes, sir. Sure. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us on behalf.
Yeah. Okay.
Participants, tomorrow is the last day, and you have to have a post test on the basis of the lectures delivered by our esteemed speaker during last 8 days. So be ready for attending that, because that is the mandatory for you to get certificate. So attend both lecture in both the session, and then you will be conducted the question answer by Google Meet, a Google questionnaire, and then you will join the validity session. I will announce you again tomorrow in between the session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
पैर उठा के इसको ना प्रेस दीजिए।